been doing. And yeah, we look forward to the new residency. Fantastic. Okay, next up we have Jonathan Deamer from Liverpool, who describes himself as a long-term Wikipedia hobbyist. Over to you, Jonathan.
Thanks, Sarah. So I've had to request to share my screen, apparently. Not allowing multiple presenter sharing for this meeting. There we go. I've got it now. Thank you. So, morning, everyone. It's great to be here. And today I'm going to tell you about the experience of my first Wikimania, the annual conference of the Wikimedia movement, which this year was held in Katowice in Poland. So I attended simply as a hobbyist editor, and I'm going to highlight today 3 of the talks and presentations I saw that have had an impact on my daily editing since Wikimania, and hopefully they'll have some actionable takeaways for you too. So the first one that I want to highlight was Layla Zia talking about 10 Wikimedia research findings and how you can use them in your work. So one research finding that really stuck with me was that 15% of all Wikipedia articles are orphaned, meaning no other articles linked to them, and they're consequently really hard to discover. And there's evidence that adding links to these articles from other wiki pages leads to a significant and ongoing increase in the traffic they receive. This research also found that biographies of women are overrepresented among orphan articles. So what that means is that de-orphaning articles like these can have a real positive impact on knowledge equity. So how has this affected my editing? Having realized what an outsized benefit this simple task can have, since Wikimania, I've been inspired to try to make this part of my morning brain wake-up routine alongside Wordle. So like Wordle, this sort of tiny edit is a fun little puzzle that lets me start the day with a feeling of having already achieved something. But unlike Wordle, it has a lasting impact beyond the 3 minutes I spend doing it. So Layla's Wikimania presentation inspired me to change up my editing a bit in that way. Another Wikimania presentation that inspired me was Tony from Macedonia talking about an initiative he's been running to organise bike expeditions with Wikimedians during which they take photos for Commons. So he's organised 9 of these, resulting in hundreds of new articles. It's escalated to the level of him cycling 1,100 kilometers from Macedonia to Poland in order to attend Wikimania and documenting his journey. So he recognized that not everyone is going to do that, but his key takeaway message was, as we've got on the screen here, if you're an outdoor person, combine Wikipedia with your hobby. So as a runner, this really resonated with me. In fact, before seeing Tony's talk, I'd already gathered a group of Wikimedians to do the 5K Katowice park run on the Saturday morning of the conference, pictured on the left here. So I was already primed for the idea of combining Wikipedia with my outdoor hobby. But since seeing Tony's talk at Wikimania, I've made a particular effort while I'm out running to take a detour or make a stop to get photos for Commons. So on the right, these are just 2 examples of things I've run by countless times, but only recently took pictures of for Commons after realizing, hey, just because I'm running doesn't mean I can't also be editing, thanks to the inspiration of this talk at Wikimania. So the final talk I wanted to highlight was one by Lucy Moore, who we heard from earlier today, and who I hope won't mind me giving a hat tip to another presentation of hers that wasn't even in the incredible list of things that she's done this year. So just like today at Wikimania, there was a session of lightning talks, and Lucy's presentation was titled Menstrual Hygiene Justice. And you should go and watch the whole thing with the link on your screen, because my quick recap won't do it justice. But Lucy described it in the Wikimania program by saying, in 2023, I uploaded a photograph of a recyclable sanitary bin to Wikimedia Commons. Looking to connect it to a Wikidata item, I found there was no item and there were a few other images. So this talk explains why connecting this information is a form of justice and asks for your help. And as you can see in her slide photo, in the photo of the slide there, she says, please add images of how menstrual hygiene products are disposed of. Their absence is an equity issue. And in her talk noted the disparity between the hundreds of pictures of condom machines on Commons and what was very few photos of sanitary bins. So I enjoyed Lucy's talk, and when I got back from Wikimania, I told my wife about it. And now my wife sends me pictures of sanitary bins for me to put on Commons when she's out and about, which is not a sentence that I ever thought I'd say, but I'm very glad of it. So not only did I leave Wikimania inspired to make Wikimedia-related changes to my morning routine and my exercise regime, my wife, who didn't even attend, has been inspired by proxy. So thanks, Wikimania, for giving me some new ways to edit in 2024, and thanks everyone for listening.
Oh, Jonathan, that's fantastic. I love it. I love the little changes that we can make along the way to keep on making impact. That is wonderful and lovely to hear that Wikimania had such an impact on you. Thank you so much.